Hi, good morning everyone. Good morning YouTube. Welcome to All Four Queens. I know I haven't been around, but lots going on. I'm sure as you're going through the same sort of thing as well. So hope everyone's well. Hope you're all keeping up with your spiritual practices and things like that. I wanted to just come on today and talk about a few things that I think are important. So welcome to spiritual class, for want of a better word. I'm a seer. I see things that people don't see. Um, so let's get into it then. So I think at the moment people probably didn't realise that last year, 2023, was the year of revelation. So what that actually meant really was all the things that were hidden come into the light. So all the little secrets, people that have been hiding things have all come to light now. I don't think that people probably didn't know. It was probably more confirmation that these things were happening. Especially when you think about the 3D, 4D, 5D, people going into the spirit and doing things and changing things to create different destinies for themselves, which I know happens. But one of the things I wanted to talk about was obviously actions, thoughts, and words. So making sure that we're all clear on what that actually means, but also Job 1 and consequences for your actions. So I've obviously had a few downloads, but one of the things that I just wanted to read was Light Spark. Um, as the consciousness shifts, we'll start to see people reflecting on the things that they've done. Some will, some won't, and some will ask for forgiveness, and some may not. That's how karma works. You feel it, everything that you've done, you go through everything that you've felt, and then obviously then you seek repentance. But 9 times out of 10, you seek it from the person that you've done harm to as well. So, but what forgiveness doesn't mean, forgiveness is for the person that you've actually done it to. It doesn't necessarily mean reconciliation. I suppose it all depends whether it's regret or remorse. So I think only you decide that. So, but what I will say before I get into it is thank you for everybody that has reached out anonymously who have had a part in some of the things that have happened to me. I know that maybe you don't want to say who you are because obviously that is incriminating you, but thank you for reaching out and thank you for having integrity within yourselves to acknowledge that maybe you were led down a very dark path. So, unfortunately, as the consciousness shift happens, it's a time for departure due to various causes, including actions of the souls affected strongly by the darkness. Unfortunately, they will leave Earth. Negative being it attracts karma. So, no amount of Bibles and going to the church now will reverse this from happening. If your soul is consumed by darkness, alternatively, you will experience what the other party has felt. We all have choices and we all have free will. However, that does not come with choices of your consequences for your actions, of which we have no control. So always remember that God energy works with the devil energy. Energy will always allow the devil to test and tempt the soul, trials and tribulations. What that means is, although the devil is a fallen angel, he doesn't have the control that God has. And God will always allow and work with the devil to test us all. Are we going to be tempted or are we not going to be tempted? And are we going to hurt other people, innocent people, i.e., myself included, or are we not? I don't think that's a hard concept to grasp, really. But what you don't have is control over the consequences that come. The devil will tempt you, but God would be justice and judgment. So always remember that. And whatever you've done will always come back, because when we're on this earth, we all have to face what we've put out before we go. It's polarity. It's just how it is. So if you go back to Job 1, you will see that God and the devil work together, and God allowed the devil to test Job to the extreme, taking his family, taking his wealth, to see how strong his faith was. And he tested him, and he allowed the devil to do it. So I'll just let you think on that one for a minute. So for me, mindfulness is no matter what position you hold on earth, whoever you are, karma never forgets an address. So whoever you are, whatever status you've got, whatever wealth you've got, karma will never forget an address. And we have to face our thoughts, actions and words in our lifetime. It's the bank of karma. So if you're building positive karma, great, you're going to get positive karma back. If you're building negative karma, then you're just going to get back what you've put out. It's a mirror. It's a mirror of everything that you've done. So if you feel when you wake up and your thoughts are to hurt another person, well, then that's going to come back to you, because you're just going to mix with the same type of people. If your words are to injure opposed to inspire, then yeah, it's going to come back to you. And if your actions are to hurt somebody who has done nothing wrong to you other than just live their life, then that's going to come back to you. So what I'm saying is everything you wish for against another person will come back in some form or other. Now, I've said in the previous one, it may not come back to you. It may come back to somebody else who's close to you. But what I will also say is those that have acted with other people, you will have your own karma, but you will also attract their karma. So be mindful of what you're doing and why you're doing it. Because if it's about money, you can't take money with you when you leave. So what's the point? Nothing is ever hidden. And I said that on an earlier one. Nothing is ever hidden. So you think that you're doing everything in the dark and nothing is ever hidden. I know exactly who, what, where, when has done things to me. And I can go back to 1977. I know it all. I also know your secrets. And I'll give you an example. One of my visions was I was in a night. I was sleeping, obviously, but I was in a nightclub, and it was a nightclub that had all those beds in. Now I think we all know what that really meant, but it's an exclusive nightclub. I think it's in America somewhere, and it had all these beds in it. And when I walked in, when everybody turned around, every face that I've known in my life was one of those faces. So that's a message, isn't it? That's just confirmation of all the people that have betrayed themselves for whatever reason. So I know who you are. And also remember, you keep your friends close, but you keep your enemies closer. So some of you I've kept close for that reason, because I've been aware of the fact that you're not who you've been portraying yourselves to be. So my question is, what do you hate about yourself? Because hate is a projection. So when you come after somebody innocent, you're actually projecting your own hate. So you obviously hate something about yourself enough to lie, create a slander campaign, a smear campaign, create fake perceptions of people. I'm aware of all the photographs that everyone's taken, putting me in positions that were to create an illusion. I'm aware of the cameras, I'm aware of everything. And I'm aware that it was just to create an illusion to facilitate the lies that have been put out. But it's all coming out now, isn't it? So where do you go from here, really? And what do you fear? What do you fear? Because obviously you've got one, because you wouldn't come after somebody if you didn't have one. So again, I invite you to come and have a coffee or a cup of tea, whatever your beverage is, and you can come and tell me what it is. But I doubt you'll do that, because I doubt you'll be able to articulate it, because I don't think you actually know. Now, there are past lives as well, so maybe we're enemies in past lives and stuff, but the whole purpose of that is that you would clear that karma this time round. And some of you have chosen not to do that for whatever reason, because things have obviously been more attractive and shiny. But now we're in, I said 2023 was revelation, so everything that was done is now out in the open. And 2024 is the owner of infinity, so the circle of the 8 on the side is everything that was done going back. Now, some of you have been doing it for over 30 years, so whether you can get through all what you've done, I hope by the grace of God you can, but maybe some of you probably won't. But obviously we all have free will, don't we? So I'm going to leave that with you and let you ponder on that. I do suggest that you read Job, because obviously it will show you that if you are dancing in the devil's highway, eventually you still have to face justice and judgment, whether it be spiritual or 3D. Choices, isn't it? So, also, whoever's trying to tap into my broadband, come and have a chat, because it's easier. It's a lot easier than trying to do stuff behind the scenes, and then you can tell me why you're trying to tap into it. So we can have a chat about it. So take care of yourselves, be safe, look after yourselves, and I'll speak to you soon. See you later. Bye.